I would like to now explain to you the setup menu of this EPK 3000 DEFINA processor. When you push the button Setup on the keyboard, the menu opens. This menu consists of 3 different tabs. You have the Setup tab, next to it is the User List Preset tab, and on the left side you have the Patient List Preset tab. Let's have a look on the Patient List Preset tab. At this tab you can register new patients or edit existing patient data already available. You just simply need to go down, push the button to the right, and then you can enter the name, ID, birth, age, and the other information about the patient. If your inserted data is correct, you just need to push the button Enter and the patient data is saved. In case you would like to cancel this, you simply push the button Escape and you're getting back to the overview. If you now would like to change to the other tab, you need to go up and then press the button to the right and the User List Preset tab is opening. Here you can register new user data or edit existing user data. You need to go down and register, for example, a new user by pressing the right button, and then you can enter the username, any kind of character displayed on the screen, and which is quite nice, you can assign the different endoscope buttons to the preferred features of these users. Also here, if you would like to save a feature, you press Enter, or in case you would like to delete it or go back, you press the button Escape. You can register up to 30 different users, which is quite nice when a processor is used by different users, because then you can simply choose your user profile and all your preferred settings are saved and will be automatically changed. To go back to the main menu and switch to the setup menu, you need to go up and then to the right, and the tab with the setup menu is opening. This setup menu consists of 4 different pages. I would like to guide you through those different pages and concentrate on some of the different features of this processor. Let's start with page 1. Here I would like to focus on the endoscope buttons and foot switch assignment feature. When you press right, you can assign to any kind of the 4 different endoscope buttons or the foot switch different features. For example, you can choose between freeze, peripheral, and so on, so any kind of preferred setting can be adjusted to the first button simply by pressing Enter, or if you would like to cancel it, you press Escape and then you go back. The next feature I would like to show you is the custom button assignment. Custom button, just to remind you, is the button on the left corner on the processor front panel. Also here, by going to the right, you can assign different kind of features to this custom button based on the preferences of the user. Let's go back. The next feature is the surface enhancement setting. Here you can say whether you would like to have surface enhancement on or off and choose between 1 to 6, and by pressing right or left you're going up or down with this setting, and the white light image is adjusting to this setting. With the level option assignment, you can enable and disable the different enhancement levels, and then when you're pressing the button on the keyboard, which is called SE, you're altering through those different kind of numbers you have just chosen. Let's go back. The same is valid for CE and TE. We also can adjust the eye scan profile. So if you go on this area to the right, you can choose the different kind of iScan settings. Here the pulmonology iScan settings are installed, but you can adjust it to any kind of iScan 1 setting you would like to have. If you press enter, it's saved, and if you go on escape, you go back. The same can be applied to iScan 2 and 3. Further down, you have the noise reduction feature. Here you can choose between low, medium and high, and the noise reduction level is changing the amount of noise in the image by performing image processing. Below that one we have the derate expansion, which you can also turn on, and it goes from low up to high, and this setting is increasing the brightness of the far dark areas, and so you can see further into the distal end. On the bottom we have the contrast feature. Also here you can go from low up to high and choose the preferred setting, and with this contrast feature the overall brightness level of the image can be set. Let's go to the next site. Here, first of all, I would like to concentrate on the digital zoom assignment. This function allows you to change the zoom ratio for the endoscopic image. So by pressing right, you can choose whether you would like to have all 3 different kinds of zoom ratio or just 2 of them, whatever you prefer. The next setting is the ND mode setting. This setting can be used if you would like to reduce excessive brightness due to any kind of external lighting in a procedure. The next function is the freeze scan function. Here you can choose the length of time to go back from when the freeze function was executed, and the processor automatically chooses the sharpest image if you push freeze. The next setting is the white balance setting. Here you can choose the adjustment method of the white balance. We have 2 different methods. One is the normal method, where by pushing for 2 seconds the white balance button on the processor, the scope is white balancing. The other method is called 2 action mode. Here, when you press the white balance button on the processor, all endoscope buttons are blocked, and you can use any button for white balancing the endoscope, and you always have one hand free to hold the distal end of the endoscope into the white balancer. The next setting is the USB file storage setting I would like to explain to you. Here you can, for example, choose the USB port, the front one or the one at the rear panel. I have chosen the one in the front, and the USB stick is already attached. And what is really nice is that you see here the possible number of images that can be stored on this USB stick. Please note that you can store easily images on the USB stick, but in case you would like to record a video, you need to have an HD video recorder installed to the processor. One recommendation is that you always check the file format, and here we recommend to use BMP, so that you always have the highest resolution possible when you capture images and save images. Let's go back. Let's go to the 3rd page of the setup menu. Here I would like to show you that it is very easy to change the language of the displayed menu. So you have all of these different kind of languages installed within the processor. Choose one language, press enter to change it, or escape in case you would like to get back. Last function is the image rotate setting. So in case the doctor prefers to have the image upside down, also here you can simply change it, and the image, as you can see, is rotating upside down. On the last and 4th page, you can select the external device connection destination or configure the settings for the network. I hope you have now a better understanding of the EPK 3000 DEFINA processor and its features. Thank you for listening.